We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. A good matchup here. Madison Bumgarner, a lefty from North Carolina, gets the starting assignment. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Quite frankly, one of the toughest and baddest dudes in the game of baseball. We all remember coming in Game 7 of the World Series against the Kansas City Royals. Every team thinks that they have an ace. Well, guess what? This guy is a true, legitimate ace. Low to mid-90s fastball, good curveball. It does have the straight changeup, and just in case you didn't know this, the guy can swing the bat a little bit too. One of the best pitchers in the game.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I think all opposing pitchers are going to have their hands full with Brett Gardner. He's an imposing figure with a bat in his hands. Always seems to turn in a good at-bat, and he could do a lot of damage when he barrels up the ball.
And we'll see some 40s before things are said and done tonight. Right now, 51 degrees at first pitch. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Jackson is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Giancarlo Stanton now. Lifetime numbers against Bumgarner. He has an even 10 hits in 19 tries. He's also hit a couple of home runs against him. 0-1 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Popped up. Panic barehanded. It's there. He got him. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. Now it'll be the Giants' turn. No. Here's Joe Panic. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading out for the Giants.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Joe Panic.
And that one stayed too low apparently. That's wide, 2-0.
That was one of the easiest takes he'll have all year, and it puts him in a great hitter's count. He's got to take advantage of this situation.
Swing and a little tapper. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
That one missed, but if it's a strike, I don't know how you get the barrel of that pitch. You have to really be sitting on it to hit a fastball coming in that hard on the inside part of the plate.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. You can bet the opposition spent a decent amount of time crafting a game plan to stop this guy, because as he goes, so goes the team. You stop him, you've got a chance to win. You don't, you're probably going to lose.
Judge is there, 2 down.
Batting third, catcher.
Here's Buster Posey now. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. Hit out towards second. Perez gloves it. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. The left-handed power bat of Greg Bird digs in now. He'll get us started in the top of the second. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Jackson comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Okay, here's how San Francisco lines up defensively. And let's take a look at Joe Panic. I call him the big fundamental because he does nothing wrong on the defensive side of the ball. He has got ice water in his veins and the ability to turn one of the best double plays in baseball.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
1-2 to the Yankees catcher. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Jackson, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he is in at second base with a one-out double.
Man, at bats like this make every hitting coach happy. This is what they all preach. Stay inside the ball, stay behind the ball. You can see he lets this one travel deep, then just inside outs this thing off the right center field wall. That's some rare power there, and a little bit scary to opposing pitchers.
Here's Didi Gregorius, as he'll send the first one he sees on the ground to second. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking defense. And
a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out. In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria. Previous history with Luis Severino. He's got 5 base hits in 20 at-bats. He's taken him deep once. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. A wave and a miss. A tick behind a good fastball. Longoria, a 32-year-old veteran. This is his 10th season at the major league level, so almost a decade, which is quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Still 1-2.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Gardner is there, and he has it for the first out.
All right, here's how the Bronx Bombers are going to set up defensively today. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Didi Gregorius. Not only has this guy been knighted, yes, they call him Sir Didi back in his homeland, Curacao. He's one of the best ball players coming down the pike, starting with Andrew Jones, Xander Bogaerts, and it's Didi Gregorius this time. Hits from the left side of the plate with power and the ability to go in the hole with one of the strongest arms in the game.
And the slider stayed low, apparently, for a ball.
That's a really tough pitch to do anything with. The backdoor slider just off the plate, just missing the strike zone. That's nearly an unhittable pitch to hit for a hitter.
On deck, there are the unique stylings of Hunter Pence. He'll be next. He loses him on ball 4. Next to bat for the Giants, Hunter Pence.
Left fielder, Hunter Pence.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Belt, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And no offer that time from Pence as it evens the count at 1-1. 1-2 now.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants' right fielder.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
Brandon Crawford waits on deck. Another full count pitch home. And Pence swings and misses there for strike 3, and he's out number 2. Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, who takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. And he'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. ground ball right side. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And he'll make it to first easily on what will almost certainly be ruled an infield single.
Center fielder.
So striding in, Austin Jackson, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Giants center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
Well, I know the last thing he wants to do is load the bases right here, so the pressure is on right now to get back in the strike zone.
3-0 to him now. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just...
Gregorius with a sliding stop. Hats off to that one. Giants leave a couple. They're down 1-0.
Leading off for the game.
So here now's the pitcher, Luis Severino. 9-1-2 due up. Down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Bumgarner ready with the 0-1. Fastball that time is nowhere close, and it's even at 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped up. Panic shading to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
So one gone in the inning now, and that'll bring in Brett Gardner. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch sent toward first, and this will get taken in at first for the second out of the inning.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Aaron Judge. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Two outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Yeah, Matt, that's a great point. If this two-hitter finds a way on, it really sets up the very good middle part of the order to do some damage after all.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. The 1-2. Liner towards second. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball.
That's what makes pitching so difficult. You get the first two guys out of the inning, then you give up that two-out base hit. Now you have the middle part of the order coming up, and this is where you have to really refocus on that mound, stay out of a potential big inning.
Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great pitch there. So in now for San Francisco, Madison Bumgarner. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Madison Bumgarner.
0-1. Here's a strike. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Panic. 0 for 1 here in the early going. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Wow, there's a pitch right there that this guy would like to have back. Very rarely you see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and boy, he took that one. He'd like to have that one back and be able to take a good hack at that pitch. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes.
And this one is gone. A home run.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now.
Right fielder, Andrew.
And the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. But this will hang up just enough as he takes it in stride in left center for the second out.
Number 28.
Striding in, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time. And he lays off here. It's a ball and a strike to the Giant backstop. 1-1. On the ground to third. Drury has it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. But bye-bye. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Greg Bird, as we begin the top of the fourth.
Greg Bird.
Too high that time with the inning's first pitch. It's ball one.
Great job to be able to lay off that pitch right there. You could tell the minute it came out of his hand, his eyes lit up at the plate.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball two. The 2-1 home. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Pence has a read on it. One away.
Now batting.
Riding in once again, Gary Sanchez, the American League's silver slugger behind the plate a year ago. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort. The 1-0 home. Chopped weakly to the left. Up with it is Longoria. On to first, and Bumgarner's rolled him right through him here. 2 away now.
Now batting. Shortstop.
Next for New York, Didi Gregorius. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. The windup and the 0-1. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Hannick is there. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. When we come back, Evan Long. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Evan Longoria, comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame.
Longoria.
And he lays off there 1-0. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Changeup in for a strike.
1-1.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Sharp slider that time, just missed inside. High in the air out to center field. Gardner on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and standing in now the left-handed hitting first baseman Brandon Belt. A high fastball is in there.
He might want that pitch back up and away. That's a pitch you can really drive if you have the right approach towards that opposite field gap.
Bird gloves it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number
Standing
8.
in, Hunter Pence, who was a strikeout victim in his first try. Back up the middle, and that's through for a hit. So instead of leading off the following inning, Brandon Crawford bats here after the 2-out hit.
Boy, dear, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Brandon Crawford stands in as he looks at a called strike. Here's a look over to first, and he just manages to get his hand in. Pence is off at first with 2 away. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Throws it on strike 3 for the final out of the inning. Giants leave 1. Digging in to try it again. Brandon Drury. He'll start off the 5th in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, second baseman.
Ready for another chance. Ronald Torreyes. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
1 ball, 1 strike, the count. Now the 1-1 pitch. It's taken for strike 2.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Yeah, it really does, Matt, but this offense isn't helping him too much. It sort of feels like the next team to score is going to win this thing.
The count now at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Panic into shallow center. He gets there and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning.
The pitcher, number 40.
Riding in once again, Luis Severino. He popped out in his first trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Softly hit out towards short. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. 1. Digging in for his 2nd at-bat, Austin Jackson. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Grounded back up the middle. Scooped up on the backhand. And they will not get him at first as he's able to leg out the throw.
The pitcher, number 40.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Madison Bumgarner looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
The 2-0 is taken, strike 1.
Don't know for sure, but I think he may have been taking there thinking his teammate on first was going to be on the move.
And a slider's in for a strike. It's 2-2. And Dan, that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
And he misses here, ball 4. And somehow he manages to walk his opposite number. Wow. Here's Joe Panic. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
Yeah, in his last at-bat, he hit a changeup out for a home run, so it'll be interesting this AB to see if they give him a steady diet of fastballs.
Gardner is right there, 1 down. Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. No balls and a strike to count.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
The 1-1 now to McCutchen.
And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. Here's Buster Posey now.